Hello, everyone. I'm Caleb with Wolf Construction Group, and today we're going to talk about a little, spring maintenance. We're getting into warmer temperatures, and just wanted to go over a couple things you guys can look for while we're preparing for, higher humidity and the temperatures rising. A couple, and a lot of these things we've went over before, but we're going to touch on some of them again, just as a friendly reminder to help you guys out. So, first and foremost, take a walk around your house, do a lap. Look for any signs of standing water up against your foundation. Could be in flower beds or just in your yard, whatever the case may be. You want to make sure we get that water away from your house. And if you have puddling or pooling water that is sitting against your home, we need to look at some ideas to get that away from your house. Also, when you're walking around your house, you want to check all your crawl space vents if you have them. Make sure those are open, because now that we're getting warmer temperatures, if you don't have an encapsulation or a conditioned crawl space of any kind, you want to make sure you're getting good, consistent airflow through your crawl space. If you do have an encapsulated crawl space, we'll touch on that in a minute. Another thing while you are walking around your house, a good thing to look for is any cracks or anything that could be in the exterior of your foundation. Here's an example of a crack right here above this steel lintel where a header would be for your garage. This would be more of a what we consider like a structural issue versus like a foundation, but that is a perfect example of what to look for and any type of brick veneer, stone veneer, any type of masonry that you see around your home. If you see that, there's a good chance that you could have some settlement issues, whether it is with your footing and foundation itself or a header or steel structure such as what's above this garage. Another thing to look for when you're walking around your home is make sure your gutters and downspouts are clean and clear. You want to get all those leaves and everything out from the winter and the fall. Make sure you got good water flow coming down off your roof system, and making sure you have the right downspout extensions on to get that water far away from your home. So I think that's a couple of good things that you can look for when you're walking on the exterior. Another thing is, if you want to brave your crawl space, if you want to stick your head in there, if you want to crawl in, make sure to look for standing water, any types of fallen insulation, any types of signs of rodents, anything that can cause damage to your crawl space. Make sure that door shuts and seals properly. Another thing to do with that, if you have an RH monitor, which is this little thing here, you can buy these on Amazon, Accurite. There's a couple different brands you can do. Doesn't really matter which one you get, but it should come with a sensor that would be in your crawl space or basement. And then this here would be what you keep up in your home that shows the humidity levels, temperature. Some of them get crazy. You can connect them to Wi-Fi. They show you the weather, all this fun stuff. We like to use just the simple ones because all we care about is humidity. So change the batteries in this thing if you need to. Change the batteries in your sensor if you're in your crawl space. Also, while you're down there, if you can, check your sump pump. Make sure that's working. Make sure it's not full of water. You don't have water sitting around it. If you have a sump pump, if you have a dehumidifier, check it. Make sure it's running. If it has a filter on it, take that filter out. Some of them you can rinse down and wash, let them dry and stick back in. Excuse me. Some of them you have to physically pull out and replace like you would your HVAC system in your home. So these are just a couple good things to look for. And also, as always, if you have any questions, reach out to us at Wolf Construction, and we'll be happy to help. Have a good weekend.